Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you a few things that you absolutely should begin with after setting up your Nothing Phone 3A Pro. After setting up this phone, there are quite a few things that are worth doing to enhance your experience, and the first one is connecting to Wi-Fi. Most probably you already have done that, but if you haven't, or you've just lost your connection, let's get to the settings so we can begin with that because it will be needed for the further steps. In the settings, go to Network and Internet and click on Internet. Then make sure Wi-Fi is enabled and select the internet you want to connect to. Then enter the password of the network and click on connect. Once it's connected, you can go back and first we'll check for available updates of our system. Updating your system frequently is very important to keep it secure, ensure it runs smoothly, and also make sure that you have the newest features. So let's scroll all the way down and go to System, find System Update, and it says that an update is available in my case, so I can click on Download and Install. Of course, if an update isn't available in your case, you can just continue to the further steps. And I need to connect my phone to the charging first, then I'll be able to continue. So I'm gonna do that in a moment, but first I'm gonna explain. In the process of downloading the system update, you can feel free to use your phone. Later on, it'll just prompt you to restart your phone, and you'll just need to restart it and stop using your phone just for a moment. It will not take too long, but it will take a bit longer than usual restarts because it has to apply the update in the meantime. So I'm gonna quickly connect my phone to charging and start installing the update. I'm gonna show you the whole process, but feel free to use your phone in the process. Okay, so now I have plugged it in, so let's get to system updates. And you can see it has started downloading and installing, and it'll prompt me to restart in a moment. And now the update was downloaded and installed, so I can click on restart now and wait a moment. And now since it's done, let's continue with all the next things. Where first of them will be signing into the Google account. And most probably you also have done that already, but if you haven't, it is very simple. Just go to the passwords, passkeys, and accounts, and if under accounts for owner you don't have any account added, click on adding account, then click on Google, and if you don't have an account you can click on create account, but I already have it, so I'm gonna enter that email that's associated with my account. Then click on next and enter the password, which I'm gonna do off screen. Once you're signed in, you'll be asked who will be using this device, whether you're a child or you. I will be using this device, so I'm gonna leave it as it is. If you select your child, the further steps may vary a bit. Then I highly recommend reading the Google Terms of Service as well as Google Play and privacy policy, and then agreeing to them. Without agreeing, you can't proceed with adding the Google account. Then it asks you if you want to back up your device data. So in case you do, in case you don't want to lose your data, in case something happens to your phone, like it gets lost, stolen, broken, whatever, then leave that enabled and go to accept. And now you can go further by going to the Google Play Store, clicking on get started. I'm gonna skip additional apps, and you can choose whether you want to verify your purchases with password or by biometrics. I don't have biometrics set up just yet, so I'm gonna use the password, but I'm gonna show you in a moment how to set up the biometrics, which is also a crucial part in setting up your phone. Now, once I've entered my Google account password, I can click on the profile icon in top right corner and go to the My Apps and Games. Here are the updates, and updating your apps is crucial for the very same reason as updating your phone, but also some apps may not work without an update. So I'm gonna click on Update All, so I can just update everything right away. And once it's being done, we can go to the settings, and in the settings, go to Security and Privacy, Device Unlock, and if the screen lock is set to swipe, I will highly suggest to set it to something else like PIN, pattern, or password. But before we do that, make sure that the PIN, pattern, or password that you want to set is possible for you to remember, because in case you forget it, then you will need to erase all your data on your phone, and you will only be able to restore what has been backed up, and of course not everything will be backed up, so do your best not to forget your password. I'm gonna set a pattern, then draw it, click on next, redraw it to confirm, and then select what to do with notifications on lock screen. I'm gonna select show sensitive content only when unlocked. So when my phone is locked, I'll see the app names from which notifications I got, but I won't see the content of them unless I unlock the phone, of course. Then there is the fingerprint. I think this is very secure and also very convenient. So I'm gonna select that. It says that if you have a non-genuine screen protector, there is a chance that the fingerprint recognition may not be working, but I think it's still worth trying. So I'm gonna click on setup, and the fingerprint sensor is hidden under the screen right here. Just tap on it. This is a light sensor, so the screen protector wouldn't affect it too much. Tap and release multiple times, and remember to move your finger between each sensor scans the whole area of your fingerprint. Then scan the edges of your fingerprint as well. And click on done. Now that fingerprint is added, you can add more as well. And there is a face unlock, which I don't recommend setting up for a very simple reason. This phone bases only on the camera, on the selfie camera, to unlock your phone. There are phones on the market that base on IR sensors to unlock with your face, but this one doesn't belong to that category. So I wouldn't really set up face unlock myself, but I'm still gonna show you that in case you need it. But you're doing it at your own risk, since it can be unlocked with a photo of you or by someone who looks similar to you. Let's just enter the screen lock, click on setup, and position the face inside the circle. Once my face data is added, I can click on done. I'm gonna also enable skip swipe to unlock. So if I unlock with my face, it will go directly into the home screen without me needing to swipe up. And now let me show you all of these methods. So the fingerprint can be scanned even if the screen is off by just placing your finger in the correct spot. The face unlock is just tapping on your phone, looking at it, it's unlocked. And the screen lock, click on the button, swipe up, enter the screen lock, and it's unlocked as well. And now let's get to the next part, which is, as you may notice here, this phone is pretty clean. There's not really a single bloatware app So that is really great. I mean, there is then Nothing X, which I think is for some like accessories from Nothing, like your headphones or your watch from Nothing. So you can press and hold on that, then click on the trash to uninstall it if you don't want it. Then the essential space, really can't be uninstalled, but yeah, I think there is not a single bloatware app that's like really not worth looking at, and that's really great about this phone. So we can proceed with setting our wallpaper, since I know that most of the people want to have their personal wallpaper. And as your wallpaper, you can set something that you download from the internet, or something that you've transferred from your previous phone, or something that you just take a photo of now. So I'm gonna go to the camera. It says that a dent on the lens was detected, so I'm gonna quickly clean it. And then I'm gonna take a photo of something. Now, since I have that photo, I can go to the settings, from which I can set the wallpaper and customization tab. Then go to more wallpapers, and you can set some Nothing wallpapers provided by the Nothing brand or a color. But I'm gonna go to my photos, allow all access, and select the photo that I want to set. It says that the image file is for some reason corrupted, but as I open it, it works. I can turn on scrolling, which means as I scroll through pages on the home screen, it will sort of slide that wallpaper left and right. I'm gonna leave that enabled, then I'm gonna set it, and I can enable or disable atmosphere, which means that the home screen will be sort of blurred and animated. I think I like it, so I'm gonna leave it. You can also enable the glass effect on the lock screen. I like it, but I think it doesn't match this exact photo. And maybe I'll disable the atmosphere so the wallpaper is actually scrolling. You can also click on either the lock screen or home screen to unselect it, and only the selected one will be set. I have only one page on the home screen, so actually the wallpaper that doesn't scroll right now. And we can go to the next step, which is setting the Google Wallet. Let's see if we have it on the phone right now. We don't, so you can simply go to Play Store. In Play Store, I'm just gonna go to search and search for Google Wallet. And before I install it, I'm gonna talk about why, because maybe you don't need it. Google Pay allows you to pay with your phone contactless in stores by adding your card and verifying with your bank. It is very secure because it is bank authorized, so it is not a scam. It's provided by Google and it is authorized by banks, so you can feel free to install it, and it'll let you pay with your phone in stores by tapping it to the reader. So now you can see my wallpaper is scrolling, by the way. I'm gonna open that wallet app, allow notifications, but you can also disallow them, and I'm gonna click on add to wallet, then payment card, and you can either scan your card with your camera or enter details manually. Once you do it, click on save and continue. Before you do that, also make sure you read what's written here. It's important in some bank stuff to actually read what's written. And then you'll verify with your bank via message, phone call, or your bank app. And you'll be able to pay with your phone whenever, first of all, your phone is unlocked and you open the Google Wallet app. You can open it as an app, or you can slide down from the top of your screen, slide down again, and find the wallet icon right here. Once you click on it, it'll also open the wallet, so it's just very convenient to open it that way. And now, I think we're almost done. There are, I guess, two things that we can do. The battery, where we can go to adaptive battery, which I recommend enabling, and also the battery health, which I recommend enabling smart charging mode, which learns your charging habits, and based on that adjusts the charging pattern accordingly. So if you plug your phone into sleep at night, then it'll charge up to 80% and pause the charging until about an hour before you are expected to wake up. Then it will resume it and charge at a slow rate, so it charges up to 100% soon before you are expected to unplug your phone, and that makes your phone not overcharge at night. Now, since we have that sorted, let's go to the actually, I think that that sleep standby. No, it actually is a different feature. It makes your device limit network when you are asleep. So that's also great. It just, if you don't plug your phone in at night, then it won't use too much power. And now let's get to the last thing, I believe, which is sliding down from the top and clicking on finish setting up your device, so we won't get bothered about it later. Just click on start. You can connect to mobile network if you haven't done that yet. Just find the SIM card tray, insert pin, needle, or SIM card ejector tool into that hole, and it'll pop out the SIM card tray, and you can put a SIM card inside. Then you'll be connected. Of course, you can use your phone without the SIM card, but most probably you'll want to have one, so you can receive phone calls, messages, and use mobile data from the very beginning of having your phone. I'm gonna skip that because I don't have a SIM card with me right now. You can also do that like at any time, and if it doesn't catch the network, you can just restart your phone by, I believe, like pressing and holding on not the power button, but maybe power and volume up. Yeah, just press, not hold, on power, volume up, and click on restart if it doesn't catch the network after installing the SIM card. Now it asks you if you want to copy apps and data from your previous device, and before you click on down copy, make sure that you really don't want to copy, because in case you click it now, then that native method will be unavailable in the future. So you can still do it through some third-party apps, but I think it's the best to do it through the native method. So if you want to do it, click on next, because later on it will just become unavailable. But I don't have anything to copy. If I had, I would, but I don't have anything, so I'm just gonna skip that. And if you do, follow the instructions on screen, which are gonna be pretty intuitive. Click on next, then select a browser of your preference. I think that question is asked only in the European Union. But yeah, if you don't know which one to choose, I'll give you my recommendations. So I personally like the most Brave, Opera browser, Google Chrome, and Firefox, but feel free to choose whichever one you'd like. Then search engine, I only like the Google, so I'm gonna set it as default, but also feel free to do whichever one you want, and I'm gonna continue the setup so I'm not bothered about that later. Then I'm gonna agree to Hey Google, which basically allows me to activate Google Assistant without pressing on any buttons by saying Hey Google out loud. Then after I click on I agree again, if I hadn't had it set up on any of my previous devices with the same Google account logged in, I would be asked to say 4 phrases out loud. But since I already have it set up, I won't be asked about that, so get ready for it if you haven't set it up earlier. And now it's about accessing your assistant without unlocking the device. I'm gonna skip that because I only want to use assistant once my phone is unlocked. Then I'm gonna skip the Google Pay because I have already explained it. And I'm gonna click on no thanks, but you feel free to select whichever option you want to customize your phone. And that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.